here to talk about Nebraska again. I didn't do this 2 weeks ago like I wanted to, but I'm here again to talk about the state of Nebraska sports. Anyway, so Nebraska, uh, last time I talked about them, were hovering around roughly 25th in the recruiting 2024. They were getting some pieces, but they were still around the same level as, like, I don't know, Mississippi State. Roughly that. Well, Nebraska brings good news. They got commits. Now they have 23, including top 5 of 6 in this U.S. in the state of Nebraska. Quarterback recently got promoted to 4-star, which is pretty pog, I will say. A lot of these commits have happened within the past month. I wish I could sort by commit. We're actually getting more commits from Texas than anything else. We have 6 wide receiver. Oh, no. 3 wide receivers and 3 tight ends. So, that's pretty good. So, overall, we have 5 4-stars and 18 3-stars. That makes up the 23 recruits. Currently sitting at 14 with 10 from composite, I think. I don't know. According to 24/7, which is nice. I like. It's good that we're 14th. That's cool. It's better than previous years. That's for sure. Actually, we can look at look at 2022 because that's more of a comparable year because it didn't have Matt Rule in it. So, in the year 2022, we were 41st place with less amount of overall than. Because, that had, 198. We're already up to 220. So, people were, there was people, I was looking at the Husker subreddit. There were people that were like, oh, why is Nebraska going for all these 3-stars? It's dumb. They need to go after... that's stupid. You do realize that Nebraska isn't getting 5-star recruits. Florida State will get those 5-star recruits because they are in Florida. They might only get 13 commits. That commit was from Georgia. Never mind. I guess I'm wrong about that. A lot of other teams do get 5-stars that are mostly from their own state, or just basically because they're pretty good. But, the Big Ten rankings is all that matters, and we're 5th. Which is good because the other teams are pretty good. Ohio State is the only one to have a 5-star recruit, at all. With 4 of them. Michigan doesn't even have any, but they have a ton of, 4-stars. USC, the 2024 edition is number 3, but no one cares about that. Penn State, it's Penn State. I mean, they can do pretty well at recruiting. And then Nebraska, number 5. For reference, the 2023 Nebraska was at 5th place. But strangely, the top 5 looks a little bit different because Michigan State is ahead. Now they're sitting at 13th, which is honestly kind of funny. Let me look at a more comparable year for Nebraska. 10th in the conference for 2022. Matt Rule is doing some good recruiting. That's some damn good recruiting. I don't really know why I don't really know why people are even thinking that like getting all these 3 stars are bad, because it could be a whole hell of a lot worse. Well, we have like 19 commits from that class. It's not even like towards the end of it where like everyone rushes out their commit, like on, you know, National Signing Day or whatever. No, we already have 23. Five 4 stars and 18. Like that's the big thing here. It's the fact that they were getting multiple 4 stars, and we were somehow getting consideration for the number one recruit. Although I will say it was probably just a ploy by Rayola to get more NIL money. I will say that probably was it. Nebraska had a chance if they could just throw him, I don't know, $10 million. I don't even know how the U.S. state of Nebraska can conjure up $10 million to give to a football player, but maybe that's why we don't have a pro sports team. It's because we're all just farming. Anyway, so fifth in the conference, 14th overall. That's pretty good, I should say. It could be worse. And Carter Nelson, I will say Carter Nelson with that .95, like I forgot what is like constitutes a full, like a 5-star recruit. Let's go down the list. So like a 5-star recruit is like a .983 something. I don't know. He's a .95. No biggie. I mean, we got like a running back or no cornerback from Texas. That athlete we got a while ago. So we had an athlete that committed in February. I honestly forgot. And then our top recruit committed on the 28th, actually 4 days ago. It was streamed on local TV because he was so big. I don't even know why people were like semi shocked about it, because dude lives in Ainsworth, Nebraska. Okay, here's the thing about Ainsworth, Nebraska. It's in the middle of nowhere. It has 1,700 people in that entire state. It's in a county that is like so far north that there's the main page, the Ainsworth, Nebraska city page, is the first picture is the Central Valley Ag Cooperative Feed Mill. Let me show you this. I don't really do this because for some reason it just doesn't work. But look at that. What is this? That's just funny. It's just that right there. That tiny county in there. Like, that's not much to do out there besides watch Husker football. That's the reason why Matt Rule is getting these easy commits now. Scott Frost needed to put effort in. Matt Rule is actually putting in the effort. So that means that his team ranking is going up. Not down, up. Which is, great. I don't understand why inhabitants is decimal, but sure. So there's nothing to do out there, and all of them are growing up Nebraska fan. It's not so far out west that they're becoming Colorado fans. But they're in prime Nebraska territory, so that's why we get him, because there's nothing to do besides root for Nebraska football. Now this 4-star from Miami, Florida, I couldn't tell you what kind of wizardry we did, but we got him. Jamorky Barney Jr., we needed a wide receiver or whatever. Sure, come over here. Yeah, he committed yesterday. I didn't know he was doing that. A lot of people were like, yeah, he's going to Florida. Yeah, he's going to Florida. And then And then suddenly everything changed. It was sometime like 2 hours before his recruit, where the most like divisive 24/7 like person or whatever. I don't know who he is. I'm not really gonna say what he is because I don't know who he is. If I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot. I need to look at where. It kind of said like 24 hours on the clock. Tomorrow is 7 p.m. On his Instagram, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll come over to Nebraska." You know what? Sure. Let's see here. If we got so like it's all based off of the QB that that Daniel that we got, Daniel Kine, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm bad at this, but that person specifically is the only reason why we're getting any wide receivers, because he's a good wide receiver. He went to the Elite 11 or whatever. He managed to like do well against players that are from what they could tell were way better than it, and no, they got beaten by him. Uh, Miami. It's also the fact that it's coming from Miami. Miami of you. At that time, there was a 93% chance, according to 20% Crystal Ball, that was it. Like, give credit to Garrett McGuire for like taking a guy that was like almost fully committed to Miami and going to Nebraska. And the fact that more of our players could, I don't know, more of our players could like jump up to a 4-star, like, oh, let's take like, because like, well, actually it's supposed to be 5 stars, but for some reason the website has an update. But this Willis linebacker dude, also from Miami, Florida. That's funny. Yeah, he's 6 foot, and he's also technically a 4-star, but his 24/7 composite is strange. Anyway, so apparently we have more 4-star. I don't know. I don't know why like composite is like much different than its other actual thing, but we beat out some dude from we beat out Iowa for a guy that's from Bellevue. Like, come on, that's not that hard. It's also like the running back, the players from Texas that catch me off guard. Like this guy from Bay City, Texas. Like, where is Bay City, Texas? It's like it's on the coast, or at least close to it. So at least its Bay City name, lines up with it. It's a mostly Hispanic and slash Latino place, and it was formerly named Bay Prairie. That's funny. Um, how do we get? That's close to like Longhorn territory, and he comes to Nebraska. That doesn't. That shit. I can get like a lot of the recruits from Nebraska because they've grown up watching Husker football, all of that. But also, like, we need like some sort of like offensive line because we got 4 of them, but we also need D line. One. What? How do we have 5 special teams recruits? What does that even mean? Oh, it's like athlete. Okay. Somehow our punter is indeed 3-star, which is nice. Yeah, the son of that Cook dude. He's our lowest rated recruit, but he's going to Nebraska because his dad. He's probably gonna start punting. He also might be a kicker from what I've heard, so that'd actually be nice, but I don't know. He's top 40 in the state at least. Oh yeah, and we got the top player from Montana. Who's this? Quinn Clark. Quinn Clark. Quinn Clark. Anyway, I don't know. I was just making it. He's from Bozeman. Yeah, Bozeman. We beat out Midland University, Montana State, and Portland State. Okay, I can see why we won that because, I mean, like, come on. Nebraska can't beat out Midland University. Yeah, that would be an automatic failure. Montana, I mean, it's kind of hard to recruit for against Montana sometimes. Like, they got a QB, Luke Flowers, dude from Idaho or whatever. But we'll beat them out. It's fine. Another note is that a lot of these players did commit during this past month. I mean, some of these players like 618, 618, 618. Like 3 of these recruits came on the same day. There was also 28, 23. It was a lot of like common days or whatever that they all existed. Well, that's the 2024 recruits. I'm assuming that we have like I don't know a couple 2025. Yeah, we have a couple 2025s. One of them committed this past month. Tyson Terry of the defensive line. Honestly, could be worse. He's from Omaha, and then Camden Vermas. What is this? The next Van Der Esch? Yeah, they committed. The guy that 6'9", nice. Anyway, so it's just some Omaha boys. I don't think we have anyone in 2026. If we do, that would be strange. And then 2027. No. All right. Maybe offers. Let's look at 2027 offers. Not much. There's like 3 quarterbacks, one of them from modern day, and like that's it. So, I guess I could like look through the 2024 offers list. So, we have a couple 5 stars on our radar. Taylor Tatum. A bunch of these guys have already committed, but we still have like the slimmest of chances. Just kidding. It's probably going to be Oklahoma. Why would you go to Oklahoma if you're from Longview, Texas? That's just weird. Is there any like high player that doesn't have like a billion other people? Sources say this guy? Nah. Kafire Sibley, running back. I don't know why they do this by that, but we do have most of these are cool or on the status of LMAO there's nothing. We do have a warm according to this. We have this Gatlin Bear dude. Apparently we're on the same level as Michigan, which is cool, I guess. I think that means that I think he like announced his like top or whatever. I mean, he's cool, I guess. That's cool. We're in the top 5. Boise State is one of them. That's okay. So I guess like this is how many offers we have? Just kidding. We have like 43. There's not that much other ones that are warm. I mean, there's this guy, Ernest Campbell, Refugio, Texas. Don't know the difference between those, but we're so far. We got a visit. Woo. There's a lot of players on here, but most of them are just on the cool side or whatever. I don't understand why you're even trying to do that. We don't have any current tight ends, but that's just normal. Offensive tackle. Ooh, this guy from Iowa. Oh, okay, that probably makes sense. Wait, you're going to K State. Okay, that's strange. Why would you want to go to K? We literally have no offensive talent, like non. Oh, yeah, there's that. I don't know why I clicked on that, but that's as much as we have. Although there's just a ton of other things that are just gonna take forever. We're warm on this Dallas Christian school. Not from Dallas. He has made a visit. He was our first visit. He was the first visit or something. I don't know. Let's look at safety. Cool. Warm for a not ranked person, but has like 3 official visits and 4 teams that are warm on him. Probably going to Texas Tech. Frick. This athlete. We got a warm for Makai White. Is probably going to Virginia. I am not even gonna. Michigan and Maryland. I mean, I guess those are better than Virginia, but whatever. Punter, yeah, we already know that. Quarterback, ha 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 ha. Oh, we got him hot. What? Offensive line, DeAndre Carter. If we could get him, that'd be nice, but we're not getting that. Some guy from Hawaii. Oh yeah, I remember this. This Preston Tauma. I don't know why I said Tam. Apparently he has a decent list that surprisingly doesn't include Hawaii. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why Hawaii isn't just yoinking him off the bat, but sure. This guy from Salt Lake City, Nukumafi, or the only guy that is warm on his list, but he has like he went for a visit in September, but he's done like nothing since. Okay, that's awfully interesting. And in LMAO, you're going to ULM. Linebacker. If we could get Justin Williams, that would be amazing because he'd be the top linebacker. But nope, no, we're just not gonna. What? This guy has 37 offers and he's not ranked. Who is this guy? Oh, he's like a 5-star. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's a lot of like smaller schools that include Lindenwood University. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. All right, edge rusher. Nebraska maybe needs that. I don't know. Nothing on the warm except for Jawan Ross and this Devaux Tuataga. That sounds like Tuataga Bailoa, but just less. Sure, you know what? That's fine, I guess. We're probably not gonna get him. And this guy, well, we might beat out Oregon. Maybe. I don't know. And defensive line, last thing. Yeah, no. 6'4", 300 pounds. Okay, that's a bit large. Yeah, there's that. We pretty much have offered anyone from every state because we just need to get people. I guess we could look at visits. There's this Caleb Benning dude. I don't know why he's only cool on here. That would make more sense because no one else is there. I mean, I guess offensive tackle would be nice, but a lot of the people that have made visits are going to Nebraska, except for this guy that's from Omaha and is going to Iowa. Creighton strikes again. There's that. We don't really have anything else for 2024. I swear there was something that had to do with other sports, but you know what? I'm gonna go through the list of the athletics thing or what. Oh no, they changed the website. I forgot about that. Baseball can just screw off. Basketball, that's not happening. I want to see if these sports are happening. So, could you know? Cross country. Apparently, that's going to be happening at some point. Just kidding, it's not. Golf. Who knew we played golf? That's interesting. Men's gymnastics. Apparently, we're good at this. I don't know why there was no team score against. Oh no, that was just individual events. At some point, we don't play that because that was a while ago. What we got? Tennis. It really is the off season when you realize that there really is not much. Tennis. It did okay. That's all I have to say. Track and field. They start in December. Maybe. Just kidding. They haven't started their new season yet. I think the women's track and field team did pretty well, but I haven't checked in a bit. Wrestling starts in November. We're apparently kind of top tier. Not really, but hey, we like to think of that of ourselves. Really, Sam Greasel is doing okay. Hey, could you not? We already know what the result of beach volleyball is. It's just training. Bowling. Women's bowling. The crown jewel of Nebraska sports. Yeah, we did okay. But in the NCAA championship, we got swept by Arkansas and Vanderbilt. What happened? All right, nice. Anyway, what about? All right, I guess there's no. I guess I can't really look at that. Cross country, women's golf, and women's gymnastics. Cross country. Oh, that's the same thing as golf. Sure, I mean that happened. We didn't do well in the Rally Regional, 9th place. Women's gymnastics still has a better record than the football team at the 12 and 13. Still like more wins than they've had in like 6,000 years. Golf, gymnastics, and this is a surprise. Nebraska has rifle. I know. I was shocked when I looked at that. I don't know why I was looking at those other ones. But we play teams. We're gonna be traveling to Alaska, or maybe we are. I don't know. Nope, that's a home game. Never mind. Alaska apparently is decent at shooting. Air Forces, what a shock. The Citadel as well, what a shock. Apparently miners are really good with guns. Wait, and why would it be Nebraska at Ohio State for the NCAA qualifier? That's weird. Okay. One last round. We played soccer. Softball, I already know the result. That happened. And tennis. Tennis plays an Nope, that's soccer. Soccer plays some exhibition games in August. I'm sure people will show up too. I'm sure of it, I swear. Swimming and diving. Do you have the next year's schedule? No, you don't. Apparently, we're okay. I don't know. I just didn't. We got 10th. 10th. It doesn't seem that great. Women's tennis. Women's tennis, as always. I don't know what it is. I don't really follow tennis. I just know that tennis on the other things is just meh. Track and field. What was that? Women's or no? Maybe this is. I don't know. I don't know what. I know they do like occasionally combine track and field, but this looks different. Nebraska tune-up. That's strange. Why do we keep consistently going to like Prairie Wolf Invitational? That's at the campus of Nebraska Wesleyan University. The same team that also does like that's the same. No, that's the same college that is in Lincoln. That's strange. Apparently, it was also in contention with the Drake Relays. Apparently, the men's is good at outdoor championship. Sure, women's came in consistently 8th place. I honestly thought we would do better because we had like apparently the god of women's shot put, Alexandria Johansson. I don't really know. They apparently are very good. Number 1 in the world at shot put, by the way. And volleyball, they won their spring match against Wichita State. Take that. And Emeritus Players Challenge. I think it says Nebraska at, and then it's just lists the actual game or whatever. But that's surprisingly during the season. Apparently, volleyball starts earlier. So they play an Emeritus Players Challenge, which is just playing Utah State Lipscomb and SMU. And then they allow Nebraska, Kearney, and Wayne State to play before the game that is going to be absolutely destroying women's sports sales. Was like 90K. Not enough to break the record, but hey, it's close. So we'll be breaking that record. I'm not going to be a part of it because it sold out in like 20 minutes. Which somehow isn't the record for fastest sellout of something that is like 70 plus seats. Germany apparently had a 1 million person queue. I don't know how. I don't know why. But apparently the Germans love them some American football. So much so that their soccer league at one point ran the American Football League there. Yeah, that's all I have today. That was just a Nebraska overall sports recap. I need to figure out where my mouse is so I can go back to this. So overall, we have more recruits than Georgia, so we're better. Also more than Ohio State and more than Florida. So take that. Take that. Anyway, goodbye.